This is your WCIX forecast first.
Pretty much a constant strobe of lightning in the Charleston area on our first mid-weather camera on our Flooring Americana as storms are moving through the area. You've got storm tracker Doppler, still two essentially lines of storms. We'll zoom into the southern portion of it, turn the lightning off, and you got rain showers that are very heavy from essentially south of Paris all the way over to the Shelbyville area there. And then off to our north, we have another smaller line from essentially southwest of Champaign in Champaign County, going into now Vermilion County, essentially kind of right along and north of I-74 and Highway 150. And so we're going to be looking at things to be slowly calming down as we go into the evening hours. Currently no warnings that are out there. Wind gusts are also kind of coming down to, at some points today, they're gusting to near 40 miles an hour. Our forecast planner that you can see for tomorrow, a totally different picture. Temperatures are going to be very comfortable in the upper 70s, lots of sunshine, and kind of breezy conditions out of the northwest. WCIX News starts right now.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIX News at 9 on X49.
This is just a glimpse of what people saw in Gibson City and other parts of central Illinois as strong storms blew through this evening. Good evening, I'm Jessica Coons. There will be cleanup all over tomorrow. Wind gusts knocked over trees and damaged buildings. We start our coverage with Chief Meteorologist Kevin Lighty, who has been tracking the storm. He's live in Gibson City. Kevin, what have you seen?
Just a lot of damage. This, some of the worst of it here. Take a look at this. This is the front porch of a home here in Gibson City. As you can see, extensive damage here. Obviously, I shouldn't be able to touch the roof of that home there. There's all kinds of damage across the area. Now, a lot of this obviously caused by trees that were taken down by really, really strong winds across the area. You can see pine tree right here, but you may be asking, okay, what exactly was it that eventually took away the front porch of this house? Well, we got to come all the way around, which is why we're walking. Take a look at this gigantic tree. As you can see, that's about a 24 to 30 inch in diameter tree. Look at this, the whole thing ripped up, fell right across. Down goes the front porch to this home. Lots of damage all across Gibson City. Let's take a look at some of the other video we caught before it got dark from our Sky 3 drone. And boy, whether it was the dugout there at the school ballpark there, as wind got underneath that, ripped off the top, the bricks came tumbling down. Lots of power lines down. I am talking dozens of lines, little feeder lines to a lot of homes, but these were getting ripped down by tree branches that were coming down. And there are, I'm telling you, there are probably over 100, I counted over 100 different limbs itself that were just down. And that was just in the short time I had before it got dark out here in the Gibson City area. But a lot of tree and power line damage. Now, I've had the question asked to me already by several people here as we've been out here is, was it a tornado? Was it a straight line winds? Was it something else? And we're leaning towards, from what we can tell just from using our own expertise here, is something called a downburst. Now, the Weather Service may come in and kind of look at things as well and determine exactly what that was, but there were really strong winds. We saw some of that video off of the top there, and that was some really intense winds. I was in at least 60-mile-an-hour winds in Rantoul, but I'm telling you here, to do tree damage like this and how extensive it has been all across the city, you're probably looking at 70, maybe 80-mile-per-hour winds. So a lot of damage. A lot of people will be cleaning up through the day tomorrow, and we're going to keep you up to date on that. It's just unbelievable. Jack, this town cannot catch a break. Flooding a month ago, and now this.
I know, Kevin, it really is just sad. Gibson City does not deserve this, but another night, unfortunately, with active weather in the Gibson City area. We do have some good news. We'll start with that. Our severe thunderstorm watch that we had until 9 o'clock this evening has now come to an end, which is good there. The Storm Prediction Center has also taken out the slight risk that was in place, and now this has a marginal risk across portions of the viewing area, too. So things are looking better there. Again, let's go to Storm Tracker Doppler, and you'll see that we have no warnings out there currently. We do have, though, this big area of still a lot of lightning. We turn it off in this view with some heavy rain, some gusty winds still possible, but you've got that essentially from Chrisman down to the Marshall area, Charleston, Mattoon, over to Windsor, Shelbyville. And then we have another broken line of showers and storms come by the Tolono area there in Champaign County, going into the northern half of Vermilion County, north of I-74, so Danville, Bismarck, seeing more of that. And as we zoom way out, you'll see that there's nothing else to our north. So this is along the cold front, technically that northern batch of storms there is the cold front, and that's going to be moving out over the next few hours here. Our future track shows that we do anticipate everything just clearing out, leaving us with a very nice day for tomorrow. But we will talk more about what happened with our storms coming up in the full forecast in a little bit. Jess, over to you.
All right, Jack, we'll see you then. Thanks.